How about now? Can you hear me now? I think I had it on mute. I must have accidentally hit the mute button. You gotta hear me now, right? Elemento, please. So, aha is the only way I can say, oh, okay, good. So you can hear me now. Glad to know that. Yeah, I hit the mute button and I didn't realize that. So thank you for letting me know that I did that. Otherwise, I'd be talking to myself all night. And that wouldn't be fun for anyone. Okay, somehow I'm getting purple everywhere. I got this big glob of purple right there on my canvas. See that? So I keep bumping into it. I don't know why I have so much purple. Probably just squirted out of the tube like that. And in case you didn't hear me, MacGyver, I did say hi. Just my sound was on mute, and I apologize for that. Luckily, Aha from Russia let me know that he couldn't hear me. So that was helpful. Definitely not ignoring anyone, that's for sure. Nah, why would I do that? Why? Why, I say why? And I have a pretty voice. Oh, well, thank you, Aha. I'm glad you hear me, and thank you for that wonderful compliment. That was very sweet. I like to think that I have a semi-nice voice anyway. So I'm trying to go a quick half-hour video. That's my goal. A half hour of art every night. That is what I've been going for. So we'll see how well that goes. I have my little a little bit of liquid confidence tonight. And yes, there is some music, just a little bit. I like some music in the background, so when I'm not talking, it's not dead silent. Is it too loud? Hopefully it's okay. And I'm just filling in tonight, just filling in. Using a little smaller brush now. Just kind of filling in colors, like kind of like a coloring book. So I'm kind of drawing like it's a coloring book, and then I'm just painting. To try to get that. You know, something quick. I always wind up taking too long. And my half-hour videos turn into 1 hour, 2 hours. One time I did 2.5 hours. I think I was so tired I didn't even know what was happening. I was just like, I think I was painting in my sleep. And it probably showed, but that's okay. Sometimes it's hard to get enough sleep. I'm looking forward to tonight and all of our adventures together. Let's see, it's 4:30 in the morning where you are. Beautiful, it's very beautiful night vibe. Oh, thank you. Will Jones, hello, hello. Love your butterflies. They are all green so far. This one won't be. These two were because I was working with green last night. And so those two were green. And I don't know what the colors will be tonight because I just kind of do it as I go, you know. I just kind of grab a color and see if I like it. Now, I'm not an expert in ears. I plan on being an expert in everything eventually, but like anything, it takes time, practice, and patience to... Aha, you always wait till sunset for sleep? Oh, yeah? So you must be a night owl, it sounds like. And that's kind of cool. I do like the night because nobody else is around bugging you. It's like you have the whole world to yourself, kind of. If that makes sense. And that's how I feel. Like, I might work all day, but I'd much rather, you know, spend my alone time in the evening with the bright moon. Tonight's been a bright moon. It was a full moon the other night. It's still kind of full. And I don't have a lot of room on this table. I have a tendency to crowd myself out of my own space. I get so excited with everything I have to play with, all the paints and colors, and then I just kind of crowd myself out. Like, here's some colors I haven't used yet. So I'm going to throw those back here in the container. And these are the colors. I don't know if you can see them. I'll bring them down here a little bit. So these are the colors I'm using. And I've got my, I'm going to move this over here. So I've got my colors, my paint thinner, and over here's my palette, and more brushes are over here. I don't know if you can see those, and some other stuff I'm using. So I'll come right back down here. Is anybody good at making faces? Let's see. I see you turning empty walls into history. Awesome. Oh my God, that's so sweet. Will, is it harder to paint on that rough canvas compared to paper? For me, for oils, I kind of like the roughness. It kind of seems to like grab the paint. So I'm going to do a little purple here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because we're going to have a little purple butterfly. Lavender maybe, I guess. I'm just getting the paint ready. One of these days I'll have enough money and also figure out how to use a camera to get like what I'm painting, plus you can watch me mix the colors as well, because I always think that's fun and interesting to watch how artists choose their colors and mix them. Yeah, let's see. So I'm just going to kind of do this. And now I have quite a bit of paint on there, a little bit more than I want. So I'm going to try to bring some down, flatten it out, bring some down. So I'm going to have a little bit of, and I'm just kind of wiping off my brush as I go, because I want to have a little bit more white up here. I see you turning empty walls into history. Oh yes, I read that. Thank you. And do butterflies mean something to you? Yes, actually, that is a good question. Butterflies do, because, all right, let's see if I can explain this in a good way. Butterflies begin as creepy crawly caterpillars, and they crawl along with all these, I don't know, hundreds or thousands of legs depending on what type of caterpillar it is, and they eat leaves, and they don't move very fast. Birds like to eat them, and that's their life. Then one day, and they probably don't even know why, it's just instinct, they decide to, make their little cocoon, and they hide from the world in their little cocoon. They're like, I'm not coming out. I don't like getting eaten by birds. I don't like eating leaves anymore. Takes too long to crawl, whatever. I mean, those are just things I made up. But in the end, when they emerge, they're not even a caterpillar anymore. They're a beautiful, beautiful large-winged butterfly that has never even been a butterfly, a whole new species. And how beautiful is that? Really, that one species can actually turn into another species. You'd never even guess. So to me, it represents a new life, and hope. So not only can you crawl, but now, since you have your new life, you can fly. And that's what I'm trying to do now, is fly. MacGyver, how long does it take to paint Rachel? Well, apparently not very long. Yes, I have paint everywhere. So it's good to wear paint clothes when you're painting. And be prepared to get paints everywhere. And it depends what you're, hey, hi Steve, good to see you. And it does depend on what you're painting and how much effort and detail you're putting into your paints, MacGyver, because sometimes, like I said before, it can take me a year to paint something. It can take me a month, it can take me a week or a day or a couple hours. And it just all depends on what, let's see, on what, how do I explain this? On what it is and how much I want to put into it. I'm going to use a little bit of black with my purple for some darkness, but I don't want complete black. And a little bit of white with my orange. I'll bring my palette over here so you can kind of watch me blend some orange here. I added quite a bit of medium there, so it's a little drippy. But I want to get the right shade of orange. Sorry if this is wiggly. I'm trying to get you to be able to see it. So, aha, a hidden world for the caterpillar, yes. And here she is, a beautiful butterfly. Do you love transforming something into something incredible? Of course, yes, indeed. How about you? Do you paint? What do you like to do? There's so many different things. Beauty is something I've always loved. When I was younger, I thought I was ugly. In fact, when I was in grades or middle school, some kid came up to me, looked me right in the face, and he said, "You're ugly." And that's kind of devastating. And, I don't know why he would have said that. He was probably uglier. All right, I'm going to try to do a little bit of lip. Not too much. There we go. And I'll try not to do too much Botox lips this time. It seems like I always wind up getting really big fat lips. I love GU. Rachel, hi! Hi, Venus! Oh my goodness! I'm so happy to see you as usual. How are you? How has your life been? It's been so long since we've chatted. I hope everything's well. And put a teeny bit of color right here. And too orange. So what I have here, I'm just going to scrape off onto this cloth. It's a different account. Oh, you have a different account. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. And you've been good? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Definitely very happy to hear that. And how's the homework coming along? You still like in school, working on homework and all that? I'm kind of glad I'm out of school. Although when I was in school, I didn't mind homework too much. I liked studying and learning. But not when I was younger. It took me a while to get to that point. Just a little bit. But I went to several different schools, actually. My parents kept moving all over the place. And so that made it hard to keep friends. I can't even think of how many schools I went to, actually. Well, I can, but I don't want to. So I'm getting some of this purple that I'm getting everywhere. I love you, GU Venus. Yep, 33. And you still have the drawing of Gayu. I do. I do. I really do. He's in a book. He's in my sketchbook, actually. Yep, he's in one of my sketchbooks. I haven't painted any other characters, though. And like I said, my lips always wind up like huge, so I'm just going to try to lift some of that paint up. And then blend in a little bit more white. That's what I love about oils. You never really screw up. It's more like you're just changing things around. Oops. that was fun. But why? Did you want to see it, or have you drawn one, Venus? Oh, you gotta go? Okay. Go take your shower. I don't want to smell ya. Thank you for stopping in again, as always. I always appreciate you showing up here. It's a blessing to me. As well as you, Steve. I'm so glad you were able to join me again tonight. Okay, I'm spending way too much time on details. That's what I usually wind up doing. So that's why I'm trying to do like bigger paintings with less details so it won't take me so long to do all these awesome paintings. And I do actually want to finish a couple. That would be nice. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this details. And I'm going to just blend this in right now. Ooga Booga Art! Welcome, welcome! So good to see you again. Aha, oh, I missed that. There are so many colors in your drawings. I love life very much. Oh, yes, I do love life and I love color. And my life was not simple. You are correct. You are very correct. And the love I found was mostly in nature. Nature was like my solace, where I can go and, I don't know, just being in nature was calming and soothing, and it made me feel so happy. Listening to the trees rustle and looking at all the different plants, different types of mushrooms and ferns when I was able to go in the woods. Yeah, I'm a natural person, a nature person. I love jewelry and dressing up, don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely a nature person. Whoops, I keep bumping the camera. It's very low to my canvas. And I don't know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me any better? I just moved it up a little higher. Let's see. So it's going to have a darker purple up here. Almost like a deep dark purple. So I'm going to add a little black to my purple. Probably a little too much there. Natural person, I see it. So, Aha, tell me about yourself. You seem very interesting and perceptive. Kind of like that. And my butterfly, I was going to have a darker purple. But I guess my black snuck in there, so I'm going to have to use some more white. Smush that around. And just a teens of purple. And we're going to do some smushing up here. A lot of smushing as we go. In my world, there's not a lot of consistency. A lot of spontaneity, I can't say it, spontaneity. Hey, Ooga Booga, how have you been? Have you been doing any art lately? And I lost my Steve. Hope he comes back. Come back, Steve. I know you're there somewhere. I'm spending a lot of time mixing colors, and that's what you don't see. Ooga Booga, the painting is looking very good so far. Thank you. And I do spend a lot of time on details. I'm trying to overcome that for these 30-minute videos, which is already longer than 30 minutes. I forgot when I started, actually. But I think I was planning on going till 9 o'clock tonight anyway. I hope you don't mind. I was getting some orange for some reason. I cannot remember why. Does anyone like watch movies? I like to watch some movies sometimes just to relax. I also like, I watch videos. And I love to garden. Does anyone else like to garden? I think gardening is a very therapeutic thing to do. Steve, got booted off? Oh, shoot. Well, I'm glad you're back. Ooga Booga, not often, but yes, that's good enough, though. I mean, you do what you can when you can, right? And that's all you can do. We all have such busy lives, so full of everything, that it can be really hard to just take time for yourself and doing what you love. All right, so I'm going to take my palette and smush up some more white. I have a lot of white here, as you can see. I usually do use a lot. I'm just going to smush it. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to smush it right onto my palette here. I mean, with my palette knife onto my paper. have an idea right here as well. That'll come into place later. And then I'm going to mix a little bit of this white here with some yellow. Kind of brighten that up. I'm actually, you know, now that I've been doing this consistently this week, I'm starting to feel more relaxed and less nervous about streaming. Honestly, it's been, for me, it's a challenge. It's a challenge to stream in front of people and put myself out there. But I thank you guys for giving me such great responses tonight and last night. And Venus, I always miss you. That butterfly needs a little bit more something, doesn't he? Let's give him a little more something. A little bit more something. Does anybody have a favorite animal? I might paint an animal next time. Oh, let's see. What is this here? Aha, oops. Aha, what did you say? You're almost falling asleep. Check on me later with your permission. Of course. There's something magical about you, and it's incredible. I don't fully understand why I got here in the first place. Well, hey, I am a magical person, and it sounds like you might be as well. So thank you for coming in and joining me and meeting me here, because I am pleased to meet you. And I'm looking forward to our next encounter. Oh yes, I was working on the butterflies. My ADD is so bad, I forgot what I was doing. And I was never diagnosed with ADD. I just know that I have trouble focusing for very long on anything. Although I do try. So my art, I'm constantly always starting new projects before I finish the old ones. I'll do some more details on the butterflies in just a bit. I should just finish up this orangey yellow one though. Give him a little bit more. A bit more bottom wing here. It's amazing how many different kinds of butterflies there are in the world. You know? There are so many different kinds of butterflies. It's truly amazing. And so many different kinds of people. I think there's enough butterflies so there can be one species for each person. And this is me. I love color. There we go. Aha, you subscribed? Oh, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. I don't want you to lose me either. So good evening to you and serene hours behind the canvas. Gracias, I appreciate that. Ooga booga, whale shark. You want a whale shark, huh? And Steve, black pug. I cannot imagine why you would say black pug. That is beyond me. But I'd be happy to. I haven't painted a black pug. And black is kind of a tough color, really, to paint. So I think that would be pretty fun to work on. Okay, where'd my palette knife go? I'm going to get a little bit more white here. Smush it right over there. And this is a liner brush, so I don't want to use it on when I smush the colors around. I'm going to get a bigger brush for that. Ooga booga, there are 17,500 species of butterfly. Did you just Google that? That's awesome. Thank you. That's amazing. Let's say that again. 17,500 species of butterflies. I think there's more species of butterflies than people then, right? That's amazing. When I was a kid, I used to live in Idaho, and we had milkweed growing in the ditch across from our street. And every year, there would be these beautiful, they were not white, they were bright yellow with black monarch butterflies that would come every year. And they were just, there's caterpillars everywhere. We had them in our house. They'd crawl up on the ceiling. They would, just make their little cocoons up there. And then we got to watch them hatch. And we had a house full of butterflies, monarch butterflies. It was very fun. Very fun indeed. And I only lived in Idaho for a short time, maybe about 6 years. That was enough, though. The weather was good there, and they have beautiful sunsets. I think I lived in central Idaho. And central Idaho is a beautiful place indeed. And a whale shark, ooga booga. I think I should write these ideas down so I don't forget, because they're all very good ones. Whale shark. I love doing water type things, and underwater. Of course, I think y'all know that I'm a mermaid. I do a lot of mermaid paintings. I don't know, can you even see that? I'm getting off the canvas here, or out of view. Just kind of smushing this yellow and white around. Trying to get as much white as I can. Kind of mellow this out just a bit. I kind of want to finish this. Does anyone want to see this finished? Ooga booga. I am going to go. I need to practice my piano. You play piano? Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Go practice. Maybe I can hear you play sometime. I love piano. I love music. I love art. Do you sing too? I know you have to go, but I'm just going to ask if you're still there. Do you also sing? Singing is a huge talent to have. It's not something I was gifted with. And if I was, it's a secret gift I don't know about. So I'm more of an admirer of people who have that gift. And I love mixing on the canvas. You can just watch the colors change. It's so pretty. And Steve, speaking of black pugs, you should pick out a picture that you like of your baby and send them to me so I can paint them for you. You know, maybe one that, special one, you know? Not that they're not all special, but maybe one in particular that just you would like to see. Spike was a very good dog. Just loved him. Everybody loves Spike. So I'm using minimal colors here. I've got some linseed oil that I put in this. It's a ginger super shot that I bought, but it's in a glass jar, so it makes a great container for my oils and paints and thinners and things like that. Keeps the smell in. And it's bigger than those big bottles it comes in. Or, I mean, it's more convenient, just, I should say. All right, so I'm just going to smush that right in here. I'm not sure if I have a favorite animal. And Ooga Booga, can you tell me why you like a whale shark? Is there something special, like you connect to them with? I always connected to the dolphins. One time I was on my kayak out here in Florida, just kind of, you know, just kind of, I'm not like a go fast kind of kayaker. I just really like the, you know, just to hang out, see what I can see in the water. And one day I had all these dolphins just follow me in my kayak. And it was the most amazing experience I'd ever had. All the boaters were like, "Oh, look at all those dolphins. They're hanging over by that girl in the kayak." I got a lot of video, so that was pretty fun. And I want my butterfly up here to have a little more green. Kind of dried a little overnight. Oils can do that. They don't always stay like super, super wet the whole time, but wet enough so you can play with them the next day. A little more green there. You can have any color you want. Like he said, there's 17,500 species of butterfly, and I'm sure there's so many with so many colors. I wonder how our military friend is doing tonight. He's having twins and getting married. He must be so busy and so excited. There we go. I kind of like that better. Now the fun part is going to be her hair color. I'm going to add a little purple, a little blue, and just some swirls. I'm going to try to find a nice pretty blue color. Let's see, what is this? This is titanium white. I tried to organize all of my paints in this little bucket, but it's so easy for them to get mixed up. Here's some pretty. Here's a blue green, and a plant green. See if there's another blue in here. Sky blue. I like that. Try to get this lid off of it. And I know I said it's a half hour of art, but I kind of really want to get this done so I can do a new one tomorrow. So I'm going to stop with the details and go right into the, oh, what do you call it? Oops. This little handy dandy thing can open anything. And if you can get it on it. Yeah, it has all these little buttons. You can open jars. You can open little teeny paint bottles lids too. See if I can get it this time. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Oh, There it goes. It's a beautiful color. And we're going to mix that right on the canvas. Oh, actually, it's pretty solid. So we'll take and smush it in with some white. If it'll come out. And it's stuck in there or something. I probably didn't close the lid that tight. Something you should do is close the lid on your paints. They last a lot longer that way. Ah, there it is. A little bit of blue. Not much. That's going to go a long ways right there. Because I am mixing it in with our whites, and I'm going to smush it in with one of my little older brushes that's kind of beat up, if I can find it. One thing when you're an artist, you always wind up with a gazillion supplies, a gazillion brushes, and paints. It's just, you're like, oh, I don't think I have that one, and you get home and you find out you do have it. So, it's not as short as I like, but I think it's going to do the job. And is everyone hitting the like button for me? Please tell me you're hitting the like button for me, because that would mean that's more than you even know. A little like, and if you could subscribe too, that'd be wonderful. Okay, we need a little more white here. Like I said, I do use a lot of white. Makes the colors kind of stand out, brighten up. I plan on doing some darker paintings, not so, how you say, like, pretty. They're going to be a little bit more on the darker side to show the darker side of myself and my emotions. Not everybody is always beautiful or always happy or always a princess. All right. Doesn't look like anyone's watching right now anyway. I'll throw a little bit more, I'll throw some more purple in here in a minute. And this little guy's gonna have some fun. Let's see, what did I pour? It's like invisible. I poured some, oh, here it is. This is the medium I had. It makes it wetter. And smoother and not quite as thick. And I mix it with some paint thinner as well. So a little bit of paint medium, a little bit of paint thinner, and color. And I'm going to add a little sky blue to that. This one's coming out okay. Let's see what happens with the sky blue. Sky blue and white. This one is a much darker blue. That's the cerulean, and this is the, that's the blue-green, and this is the sky blue. So here's all this white. I'm just gonna take it on this side like so. Just blend it right in for that light blue color. Got a little bit more thinner. And then we'll just push that around a little bit. This has been very fun. This has been a very fun painting to make for me because of all the colors. Let's see, what time did I start? 8:15 and it's now 9:30, so I think it's a good time to start calling it a night. I know my paints will stay until tomorrow. I actually learned that you can keep oil paints in your freezer, and that'll help them last longer and dry slower. Smushy, smushy, smushy. And now it's time for our palette brush, or palette knife. I have a smaller palette knife somewhere in here. Gives me a little bit more control if I can find it. I just don't know where it is. It looks like a diamond. Oh, this is heavy. Let's see, so I've got the sharp ones. These are the cheap white ones you can get. I don't know where my little diamond one went. I probably used it and put it somewhere. I'm just mixing up another color to see how it works. A little bit of shading. Honestly, I could do this all night. It really does defeat the purpose of the 30-minute video. But I am not a stickler for that kind of thing. Are you? Okay, so I have a whale shark to do, a black pug, and I also have an orca whale that's been requested. I might finish this in a short. That's what usually happens. Get quite a bit of shorts. Shorts are funner to watch because they're not so long, I think. And it's like you watch things happen right before your eyes so quickly. Stephen, I am. You am? What are you am? Did I ask a question? Because I'm tired. Oh, 9:30. It's about my bedtime here. Working 6 days a week is wearing me out, man. Tell you what, if y'all can help me get this going full time, not only will I be getting better at it, but I'll be able to share more with you, grow more. We can all grow more together. I'd love to grow together. All right, you asked for favorite animal, not subject paintings. That's correct. Why did I say something different? All right, time to get out my palette knife, and we're just going to smush this around. Because I love smushing. Smushing gives you results that you don't even know what you're going to get sometimes. You can absolutely plan it out, or you can just be surprised. All right, I'm going to call it a night. There's a delay again. Are you kidding me? Let me see here. Wait, say something else. Let me check. Say something real quick. Real quick. Just a real quick something. Something quick. Quickly, I don't see anything. All I see is there's quite a delay. I really wish I could paint all day, every day. I've had so many ideas I didn't get to do because I had to work. And they were fantastically awesome ones. So it makes me sad because I didn't write them down, so now they're lost somewhere in the abyss. Stephen, hi. I wasn't looking, it's not fair. Anywho, okay. I'm just smearing shit around now, so it's time to go tonight. I mean, go to bed tonight. And 5 minutes ago, stop it. Okay, I'm done. Sometimes, like, I know, like, if I tune in late to somebody's video and then I pause it and then I come back, after that, there does seem to be quite a delay. Like, when I watch, like, for instance, my son's gaming videos, like, at first it won't be too bad, but then, like, I notice if it stops or something, there'll be quite a delay on that as well. 5 minutes ago. All right, I'm really gonna go now. Watch me go. Here I go. And right now, all these chunks don't really seem like they go like right here. It's not one of my most beautiful things. I'm gonna wipe some of that off, and tomorrow I'm gonna wipe some of this, you know, some other stuff into it. To make a different, blend more of this blue into this. So I want a little bit more blue in here. All right, so that's it for tonight. Good night. Sweet dreams, everybody. Thank you for joining me again. And for those of you who liked or subscribed to my video, I just want to say thank you so much. It was such a blessing hearing and working with everyone and speaking with all of you tonight. We're not alone in the world. We are not alone. We all feel alone at some point, but the moral is there's some days where we realize we're not alone. And some days we think we're completely alone and want to just give up, but never, ever, ever give up. Always hang in there and always, always have hope and faith in your own self because you are important. Good night. I will be putting this on public. It always goes to private, and then I have to put it on public. So that's what's happening.